Welcome to the Slice Podcast, where I give you a slice of my mind. I'm your host, Christopher Martinez, and this is episode 24. It has been well over a year since I last did one of these. The main reason for that is me being a lazy asshole. I can't believe it's been over a year since I last did a podcast. This is insane. Yeah, I feel really ashamed of myself for not doing so. I just got really lazy, and not working in the film industry for a long time really made me feel more lazy. It's weird, but let's do some catching up here. I got a lot of topics that I've built up over a long time, and let's start off with just what's been going on with me. I had to get a new job at a warehouse where I deal with customer service stuff and returns, processing certain orders for items to get sent to different stores and whatnot. Got to call customers about an item not being available. Do you want to switch the color or have it canceled? Yada yada. It's very boring, but when it gets busy, I'm at least okay. I at least enjoy it when it's busy because damn, it gets really boring sometimes. Like today, I didn't do a single damn thing after lunch, I think. I had to get a few items brought to me so I can verify that they were the right items for the order. But that's kind of it. I didn't have a whole lot to do. It's so damn boring. But when it's busy, it's not hard. It's just there's a lot of things to do, and it just takes a long time to do, but it keeps me busy, so I like when it's busy. I've worked on a movie a while back. I can't say anything about it. All I'm going to say is that I worked on it, and it was cool. I really liked it. You signed those NDAs, whatever. Yeah, it was my first movie I worked on. It was just for a day, though. It was a very simple day. I just had to make sure no one walked in to this area because we needed it to be as dark as possible, and any outside light in this area would ruin the shot and whatnot. So I just had to make sure no one walked in during the shoot, while they were rolling at least. It was a pretty good day, and hopefully I get calls back to go back because I had fun. It was a cool, chill day, and I'm eager to do more because I went to school for this, and I love film so much. Let's see, what's been going on this entire year for me. Had my first anniversary with my girlfriend. She's awesome. I love her, and it was awesome. We went to this awesome restaurant on the ocean, and we got to hear the waves crash. It got chilly, so she put on a nice coat. It looked really cool. We had great food, and they gave us a little cake because it was our anniversary. It was such a cool place. I really want to go back again. I really, really want to go back. They had these scallops that I thought were awesome. They were pretty big, and I had this lobster pasta dish. Oh, I loved it. I want to go back so damn bad. I had these oysters that I thought were okay. They weren't worth as much as they costed. I'll say that much. Usually this will be water. It's root beer. I had root beer. I needed to finish off. Uh, and then had Valentine's Day with my girlfriend this year. That was really cool. We went to this restaurant called Buca de Beppo. Is that what it's called? Buca de Beppo. Yeah, Buca de Beppo. It was really cool. The only problem was I couldn't eat meat because it was Lent. So I just ordered this. Damn, it was like these. It's like these shells stuffed with cheese. I think. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good. I ordered my fat ass ordered lasagna to go for the next day, and I ate it in like 2 days. It was delicious. And those portions are huge, by the way. They're huge. More stuff I did with my girlfriend this year because we had a lot going on this year. We went to Stockton for our first trip we took together, our first road trip. Stockton's was my hometown where I grew up. So we went for Father's Day. We went for that weekend, and my parents got me a rental car because my car. They were worried it would have not been a comfortable ride for my girlfriend. So they got me a rental car for the weekend. Awesome of them. And we had a great time. We saw a lot of family up there. We went to this awesome Chinese place in Stockton. It's incredible. She got to see how much food we eat. Oh, it was crazy that there was so much food. But she had met my parents previously because back in December of last year, my dad said, "Hey, I'm taking the girls and your mom to Disneyland and California Adventure for these 2 days. Can you come for one of the days?" I said, "Sure." "Can I bring Michelle, my girlfriend?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I think it was the day before my mom's birthday. I want to say that we went. Let me look back at the calendar. 2 days before my mom's birthday. Um, I think so, at least. Anyways, um, I surprised my mom and my sisters. They met my girlfriend for the first time, and we had an awesome day at California Adventure. That was a really fun day. I haven't gone to Disneyland in years. Actually, I went back in 2021, like a few months before I moved to Compton, actually. California Adventure, I still haven't gone to Disneyland. I really want to go because I want to ride Dumbo. Um, but yeah, she met my mom, my dad, and my two little sisters then. And then during Father's Day that weekend, she got to meet my older sister and younger brother. So that was really cool. Then she got to meet the rest of my family, aunties, uncles, my grandpa, my great grandma. It was a really nice weekend together, like for our first road trip, basically. A 6 hour drive up, a 6 hour drive down. She fell asleep about an hour in both ways. It was really funny. um, but I liked it. It was such a good time. We've done a lot of stuff this whole year. This whole past year too. Um, what else did we do? We went to see the Foo Fighters because she loves Dave Grohl. Um, I missed out on an opportunity to go see Hosier with her. Hosier is possibly her favorite artist. And like I felt bad about not getting tickets to go one time. And then I saw that Foo Fighters was coming into town, and I like a few Foo Fighters songs myself. I'm not super well versed in them, but when I found out they were coming to LA for a few days, I said, "Hey, do you want to go see Foo Fighters?" So I got tickets for us. It was kick ass, man. There were a few bands that opened before. They were pretty cool too, and I didn't know that Mariah Carey song, "I'll Stand by You," is that Mariah Carey? I'll stand by you. Yeah, is it Mariah Carey? I feel so stupid. Carrie Underwood. Sorry, why did I say Mariah Carey? I'm not good with female artists, and like it's weird. Anyways, I didn't know that was a cover. The band, the Pretenders, sang it, and when I heard them sing, I'm like, holy shit! Are these is this their song? So it was really cool. They I think they closed out with that song. A really kick ass band, by the way. And there was another band I can't remember for the life of me, but yeah, Foo Fighters came out and they were kick ass. It was such an awesome night. Dave Grohl was funny as hell, and the rest of the band was great. Oh my god! And then his daughter came out to sing a few times. And she has a great singing voice, and my girlfriend and I had a great time just watching and listening. It was so fucking cool. And then what's that Foo Fighters song? And I wonder just when I say when she said dun, 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 dun. Why can't I think of the song? This is bullshit. Um, like I said, Everlong. They close that out, I guess, at every concert, and when they were done, everyone was cheering and they were waiting for it. And I'm like, is he not gonna do it? I think it'd be the funniest thing if he didn't do it. And then he came out and does it for like two times. It was awesome. Foo Fighters kicks ass. I love Foo Fighters. Or the few songs I know of them. But damn, for that being like my first concert experience, like a big concert, because me and my girlfriend went to a show once for this band called the Velveteers. Really cool, but I've never gone to a big concert like that. Oh, it was so fucking cool. I loved it. We both had a great time. Oh god, I hope you don't hear that on the microphone, whatever that was. But anyways, yeah, let me just get rid of some of these things in my list here. Foo Fighters. What else? What should we move on to next? Oh, what me and my girlfriend have been doing. We did a pottery class for her birthday. It was really cool. I got to make we made these bowls basically, and she made this garlic mincer. That was kind of cool. She used it a few times here and there, and I just made these like small little bowls like this big, and I want to use them so bad for like just a scoop of ice cream or something or a dip. I just haven't had the chance to, and that was really fun just to make something with her hands. But she got sick, and she was a trooper and she pushed through, so we can go that day and not have to reschedule. I sent an email asking if we could reschedule, but she decided to go anyways. And they sent us an email saying, "Hey, thanks for not coming. Well, even though you said you were sick, here's a day to redeem since you didn't get to go the first time." I'm like, "Oh shit." um, so we didn't go the second time though. I don't want to take advantage of them like that. But it was a really cool experience just to make something like that. I had trouble forming it because you have to spin the table with your foot while you're molding the bowl in a very specific way, making sure not to break it at the bottom or whatever. It's really cool. So that was fun. Um, oh yeah, how could I leave this out? We went to Hawaii. Um, her parents have this like resort thing, and they had to use them before they had to use their points before the end of the year or something. And so they said, "Fuck it, let's go to Hawaii." They wanted to go to Mexico, but they couldn't, like time whatever. And they said, "Hey, do you want to go?" I said, "I don't know, let me see." But I ended up going, and I had a blast. We were there for like 5 days. This is the furthest I've been from home. I went to Wisconsin last year to visit my sister while she was still living there. But wow, Hawaii is incredible. The food was great. It's a beautiful looking place. I did not see a single blade of yellow or dead grass anywhere. Wow. The weather was awesome. When we first landed and we got out the airport, I'm like, oh my God, it's hot as fuck. This is going to be hell. But no, no, the weather really mellowed out the rest of the stay. It was awesome. The ocean, the temperature of the ocean was incredible. It was never cold. It was beautiful. Wow, I had a great time. Except my ear got clogged for a few days, so that was hell. And I'm just like I'm trying to unclog my ear with my hand, and I was blowing my I pinched my nostrils and I was blowing out my ears. I got these alcohol drops that was supposed to dissolve the water, but I really don't know what happened. And then all out of nowhere, I said, "Oh shit, my ears are unclogged." I wasn't thinking about it for like a day. Um, that was cool. We had a great time. Great food. We went on a bunch of like tours. We did this expedition at this jungle area where they're like, "Hey, here's a bunch of cool places here, and here's where some movies were filmed, and yada yada." Really kick ass. It was beautiful. Just the mountains. The mountains were so green and so high. And there's this island called the Chinaman Hat Island. Um, that's definitely a name. I'll say that. But it's cool. It was great. And there's chickens everywhere. I don't know how there's so many chickens, and they don't look like chickens over here. They look skinny, and that's really cool to see. I've never had so much spam musubi in my life. The spam musubi there was incredible. Wow. And they have these stores called ABC stores, just little conventional stores that are everywhere. We stayed at Oahu, Waikiki, and wow, those ABC stores were everywhere. So let's stop and get drinks here. Let's stop and get snacks here. Let's stop and get spam musubi. We I checked my bank account afterwards. ABC store was everywhere because we stopped there all the time. And there was this like they closed down the streets for a bit at one night, so a bunch of people can set up shops, and um it was really cool. They set up their shops so they can what am I trying to say? Like a little like a night market sort of deal. It was really cool, and a bunch of people playing music. Sounds beautiful. Oh my god, I had such a great time. It was incredible, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm in Hawaii with this beautiful lady. I'm with her family. We're all having a good time. Um, we went to we went to the Pearl Harbor exhibit museum where it was. That was an experience. Just to see like the parts of the sunken ship was it was something, and mm, yeah, I just can't believe I was at a place where something that big happened. And then we came back. We went to go take some pictures on the beach, and then my sister's boyfriend proposed to her while we were taking these pictures from this photographer, and that was a really cool moment. Because apparently they were talking about getting engaged and whatnot, and he was playing it off like he wasn't going to engage there because it was supposed to be a big surprise, and it really was. And me and my girlfriend were thinking, is he gonna do it while we're here? We were not sure, but I had some suspicions every now and then. And then when he did it, it was such a big surprise. Really cool. So they're engaged. That's cool. We're going to their engagement party. In a few days, we're gonna have fun. It's all black, so I got to look for a black shirt and black pants. Um, yeah, they seem really happy together, and that's really cool. I'm gonna go to a few weddings within the next years. I got one in July for my girlfriend's auntie. I got my girlfriend's sister's wedding, and then my cousin is gonna get married too, and that's gonna happen when they're both done with school. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. Three weddings. It's a lot of weddings to go to. Oh shit. I gotta take a. Well, I'm gonna take a break. I just gotta text my brother real quick. Something cool happened to him. I won't say what happened though. It's wow, that's really cool. What happened to him? I won't say it. Whatever. So yeah, we went to Hawaii. That was kick ass. Just a beautiful, beautiful place. I really want to go back. I really, really, really want to go back. It was so beautiful. The sights, the weather. Oh my god, the beach was incredible. We went to a few beaches here and there. Wow. Um, I just can't believe I was at a place like that because I've been a city person my whole life, but to see that, wow. I mean, I've been to a few cool places, Yosemite, but oh my god, like beautiful. That place needs to be preserved forever. We can't let something that beautiful slip away. And the culture, I want to learn more about it. It was awesome. I loved it. And then my girlfriend and I are gonna go to Reno in a few weeks for my brother's birthday. He's gonna turn 21. That's gonna be really cool. I didn't want to miss that. It's his 21st. He's my little brother. I gotta be there for him. So that's gonna be really cool. Um, and we're talking about maybe going up for Christmas or maybe staying here for Christmas and going up for Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving's like a week after my brother's birthday. We're gonna see how that works out. But my little sister's birthday's on Thanksgiving, so that'd be really cool if I could go there. We need to talk about it more, but yeah, um, there was a lot going on this year, and Hawaii being the biggest thing. Cause wow, I can't believe I went. Really cool, and I'm glad my girlfriend's family likes me enough that they asked me to go. And they wanted me to go. It was really cool, and they just like me in general, which I'm glad for. They're really nice people. Okay. Oh, also, how could I forget this? A few more things. My birthday It was my birthday. How much time do I have? I got time. It was my birthday back in August, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was thinking, should we just go to a nice dinner somewhere, or should we go see movies, or should we go to Universal Studios, or should we go to Disneyland? And then at the last minute, I was thinking, oh shit, we should go to Vegas for the weekend. I found really cheap flights. Let's go. Um, but I did. That was like a, ooh, should we do that? Should we not? It sounds really fun. And then my girlfriend told me, hey, I got you tickets for Universal. She had it planned all the way back for a few months before my birthday. So I was excited. We went like a week after Foo Fighters. So I love Universal Studios. I went back for my senior trip in 2018, and then had a great time then. But on my birthday, we went early because we had like the early thing, the early pass, and we wanted to get there early for one reason: Nintendo Land, the Super Nintendo World. I felt like a little kid at Super Nintendo World, seeing all the cool Mario references, and then seeing kids enjoy Mario and seeing adults have nostalgia for Mario. I was a little kid. I had a stupid grin on my face. Actually, hold on. I need to get this. Check this out. Gotta get back in my chair. And not. Wow, look at this. It's a Luigi hat. I got this for myself, and I got my girlfriend. They're basically Mickey ears, but it's Boo. But they're little boos, and they're like hiding their eyes. And I wore this all day everywhere we went. I loved Nintendo World. It was so cool. It's more of like an interactive place because there's these power bands you use to hit blocks and earn points. I don't know what they're for. I looked into it, but I kind of forgot what it was. But wow, I was a little kid there, and they even had Pikmins, like carrying coins and stuff, and on blocks and like up and away. It was so cool. And then the Mario Kart ride was like more interactive. Like, hey, put these hats on that have these magnetic visors that you can use to see certain things happening, and you control the cart and shoot, or you control the wheel to shoot like shells at item boxes and stuff. And it was really cool, really interactive. And then we ate at the Toadstool Cafe, and it was really cute. We just got the desserts though. That's it. We just got the desserts, and the garlic knots. We ate all day. I'll get more into that in a sec. But that was really cool. They had a tiramisu question block cake thing. It was just like question block cookies around thing of tiramisu. Then they had a matcha beanpole cake, and then they had like a Princess Peach cupcake. I liked them all. I think the matcha beanpole cake was the best though. The garlic knots were pretty good, and then they had these like little they had these not mirrors. They had these screens all around the restaurant where you could see toads just walking around the Mushroom Kingdom or cooking in the kitchen. And then every now and then like a storm would happen and Bowser's ship would come in, and bullet bills would shoot everywhere. And all the toads are freaking out. It was so cool. I was so happy. And even though there wasn't a whole lot to do there, I was so giddy. I loved it. And I want to go back so damn bad. We actually have like a day to go back because it was like a buy one, get one day for free. Only if you buy within X amount of time. So we got to go before that expires. More so because I want to go back to the Harry Potter world, the Wizarding World, because she got me to watch the Harry Potter movies. And I've always wanted to watch them. I just never did. And we watched the first one back in like September, and I fell in love with it. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't watch this as a kid. And then we finished them all. We just finished the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 last week. And I loved them. And I want to go back and get a wand and a robe and drink butterbeer. The butterbeer was great. And my girlfriend learned how to make butterbeer at home. and we had it a few times while watching Harry Potter. It was so cool, and because she loves those movies and the books, and she said she got into it during COVID, and I just got into it now, and I feel like I could watch these movies all over again. I thought they were great. How much time do I have left? I got a few more minutes, and just the rest of everything was cool. We did the studio tour, got to see like areas they set up for movie sets and stuff for the like whatever stuff they filmed at Universal. Um, what else? Oh, the Simpsons ride. I love the Simpsons area. The Simpsons land's really cool. We didn't get the donut. I wanted to, but we didn't. But I love that Simpsons ride. It's so fun and jerky and interactive because there's a bunch of like Simpsons animations going on while you're waiting for the ride, and then there's a whole story for the ride. It's really cool. I love that ride. It was a long wait, but it was a long ride. It's really fun. Um, what other rides did we do? We didn't do the Transformers ride, just because I haven't done it before, and um, it's fun. Maybe I'll do it next time we go. The Mummy ride, that one was really cool. I thought that was really, really, really cool. Really fast. It's probably my favorite ride at Universal's. And the Jurassic Park ride, or the Jurassic World, that was really cool. We did the Kung Fu Panda seat interactive experience thing. That was okay. And then the Water World show, that was really cool. I thought that was really, really, really cool. Uh, just really cool explosions and stunt works and stuff. Really fun. Then, of course, the Wizarding World. We had lunch at the Wizarding World. I had bangers and mash. She had fish and chips. And we had butterbeer every now and then. She had like three butterbeers or something. And I had a few. I was like, damn, this is actually really good. And I want to try the hot one now. But I think people like the cold one better. Um, the Harry Potter rides were fun. It shut down while we were riding it. So like while at the end, while the ride was still going, one of the screens projecting whatever was happening wasn't playing anything because I think it's on a timer, and so we were the seats just moving back and forth. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I've seen it before back when we went in 2018 for my senior trip. Well, yeah, that was a really cool experience, and I have the best girlfriend in the world because who else has a girlfriend who got them tickets to Universal Studios for their birthday? I don't know. And I'm wearing this for the rest of the podcast because, come on, I love this hat. It's a Luigi hat. This is all I wanted was a Luigi hat. Had to make a cut for the camera because it only records at 30 minutes at a time, and so I had to make a cut like usual. It's been a year, so I have to explain why there was a cut there, even though I was gonna make a cut when I went up to go get my Luigi hat, but whatever. So anyways, let's go back to other topics that I have. I went to a few baseball games this year. The first time I've been to a baseball game in a few years, actually. My girlfriend's parents are teachers, so they got this Teachers Appreciation Day where they got a few tickets to go to a Dodgers game. So we went to the Dodgers and the Reds, the Dodgers and the Cardinals in LA. Really cool. I got to see Shohei Ohtani. He's a generational talent. Wow, he's incredible. I just hate hearing it all the time. It got annoying, especially with oh my God, he's going to do the 50-50. He's 14 stolen bases away. He's 12 stolen bases away. He's 3 batters up. Come on, stop that shit. It's annoying. But nonetheless, he is a generational talent, so it was cool to see. Especially, it was cool to see him get the walk-off for that game. And, yeah, you go to a baseball game, you watch the game, it's really cool. Get a little sunburned. I wore my A's hat, even though they didn't play, just because I wanted to wear my A's hat. My girlfriend says, you'd look good in Dodger blue. I said, fuck no, I'm a Dodger hater for life. I'm an A's fan. And then they had this bucket of like waffle fries and Korean fried chicken. It was good. It was really good. I don't think it was $30 good, but it was good. Or like maybe if there were more chicken, if there was more chicken and less fries. But whatever. We got this cool like thermos cup thing that I'm never gonna use because I'm not a Dodger fan. Then I went to a few other baseball games this year, more notably Los Angeles Angels games when the A's came into town. I went to one game, we lost, but I still had a good time. I ate like a pig. You know, you get hot dogs. Also, the Dodger dogs are pretty good. Angel dogs are good, but I don't think they're as good as the Dodger dogs. But yeah, I ate like a pig both times I went. Pizza, hot dog. They had this like mac and cheese stand. It was like mac and cheese and pulled pork. That was good. I liked it. But I love baseball, and it's hard to keep up with just because there's 162 games to watch, and especially when your team sucks because the A's suck, and it sucks to see because now they're not the Oakland A's anymore. They're not even gonna be the Sacramento A's. They're just gonna be the Athletics until they move to Vegas and chase the money, and then there's gonna be no fans watching the games there. So yeah, that sucks. And what else happened? Oh, I went to the other A's game where the A's won. That was really cool to see. I went because it was the Mike Trout bobblehead night. So I have a Mike Trout bobblehead over there on my bookshelf. And it's really cool. Mike Trout, great player, fantastic player. Sucks that he hasn't done anything like win a playoff game. But his buddy Shohei Ohtani went to the Dodgers and they won the World Series, and then Los Angeles blew up. I hated everything. Thought the Yankees were going to make a comeback, but they couldn't because the fifth inning they fucked everything up 5-0, and then they let the Dodgers tie it up. I can't believe that happened. I'm sorry. I hate the Dodgers. What else can I say? Yeah, so it was cool to go see baseball games. Okay, let's get into some media. I want to talk about some media, more so movies, video games, books. Um, let's talk about some cancellations. The Halo series was canceled at Paramount Plus. They're trying to get the show bought by someone else. Hey, do you want this? Take it, whatever. I don't think it's gonna happen, and frankly, I don't want it to happen. It would be cool if it did happen and they like just redid everything, but they're kind of stuck with the weird, stupid story of Master Chief on the Halo ring. Then the UNSC is on the Halo ring, and then Maquis from the Covenant is on the Halo ring, and they're trying to figure out what's with it, and the guilty sparks there, yada yada. Now, I already talked all I did about Halo Season 2 in my review for the show, but it was surprising to see it get canceled because there was viewership for the show. It's just I just think it was the negative reception. And a lot of people were saying that Halo Season 2 was better than Season 1. I think those people are dumb because it was so much worse. So much more boring. They said, hey, you were complaining about Master Chief taking his helmet off all the time? Well, now he's not even going to have his armor for like half the season. Wow, that was stupid. But yeah, Halo Season 2 got canceled. It sucks because I'm a big Halo fan. But I think it's for the better. I don't think there's anything you do to save it. And I like Pablo Schreiber as Master Chief. Thought he did his best. But the story was dumb. It didn't feel like Halo after a while. So that sucks. Halo got canceled. Now let's talk about another cancellation, that being The Acolyte, the new Star Wars series that I also did a review on. Damn, this robe's getting hot. Maybe because it didn't have any windows open. It's just because it's been getting so hot or so cold lately that I've needed to wear this robe. But I guess sitting in this place for so long, you can only do it for so long. So anyways, let's get back to it. The Acolyte got canceled after one season, and people are up in arms about it because, oh my god, the haters and the toxic fans. Oh my god, how could you be the reason the show got canceled? I guess there wasn't a lot of viewership for it anyway. So all these rabid fans complaining that it was a toxic fans that got it canceled. There was not enough people to watch the damn show. And it sucks because there's someone who had a vision and they had a show made. It just sucks that all that effort went into something so lackluster and bad. Oh, no hate to Leslie Headland though. I know a lot of people like to make fun of her because she was Harvey Weinstein's like assistant or something for a while. But like, damn, you could have done your season 2 by shortening up season 1 to 4 episodes. Season 1 did not need to be 8 episodes long. You could have finished this in 4 episodes. You could have done this in a movie. But no, you left the show off on a cliffhanger, and people are pissed off because it was just bad, and the fans are pissed off because it's a cliffhanger and the show got canceled, and they think there's a chance they could get it back. They can get it season 2, but no, it's done. It's done. And that's a shame because Disney has all the money in the world to make Star Wars content forever. They're gonna make the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for it because I've always liked the Mandalorian. I love season 1 and 2, and season 3 is okay. It just doesn't feel like the Mandalorian. It feels like the Mandalorian and all of his buddies and the other Mandalorians. It feels more. If season 3 felt more like the Mandalorians than the Mandalorian, Din Djarin. Yeah, but all these Star Wars shows have been so whatever when I look back on them. Like, I really liked the Obi-Wan show when I watched it, but I'm sure if I go back to watch it, I'm not going to like it as much. You know, it's fine for what it is. You know, Ewan McGregor's, of course, amazing, but the rest of the show is just so whatever. And Reva, like, what a nothing character. What else? The Book of Boba Fett. I talked about it before, how I really liked it, but looking back on it, I think it's just fine. People say it's that or The Acolyte to be one of the worst Star Wars shows, or the worst Star Wars show. I'll say The Acolyte because it's more boring and just it pissed me off more than Boba Fett. Boba Fett was just like, okay, whatever. It could have been so much better though, because Disney's afraid of having Boba Fett be Boba Fett, not I have honor. I'm gonna fight with honor, unlike Jabba. I fight with honor now because I fought with Tusken Raiders for 2 days. You know, fuck off. You know, what happened to no incinerations? Come on. But The Acolyte was so bad that I started watching Andor. When I first watched Andor, back when it was initially releasing, I watched the first 2 episodes and I'm like, damn, this is kind of boring actually. Like, nothing's happening. It looks incredible, of course, but like, I don't know. And then I watched part of episode 3. Then I stopped because The Acolyte was so bad. I went to go watch Andor, and I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really good. And then I watched episode 3. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really fucking good. So I'm gonna watch Andor eventually. I'm gonna finish it. I've only seen the first 4 episodes, but damn, that's really good. Yeah, Acolyte canceled. Sucks to see someone not be able to finish what they wanted to make, but when it's bad, it's bad. I wanted to talk about the Goonies sequel that just got greenlit, and I don't know if it's filmed already or whatever. I don't know how I feel about a Goonies sequel. And I'm going to be completely honest here. If Ke Huy Quan didn't blow up from Everything Everywhere All at Once, I don't think the Goonies sequel would have been made. I know they talked about it for so long, and Donner, he wanted to come back to direct it, or at least write it, but he's not going to because he's dead. That's a shame. But I think Spielberg's going to direct it. Yeah, I think Spielberg's going to direct it. And if there's someone who's to direct a movie like that, and they want to capture that feeling from that time era, I think Spielberg is like the perfect choice. He might not have the flair that he used to have. His name might not have the flair it used to have. That's an opinion some people have. I still love Spielberg, but I think it's the perfect choice to take all the responsibility of having that spark that the Goonies had and bring it to the 2020s, even though I don't want it. Because the Goonies is perfectly fine on its own. But alas, let's have faith. And it's weird because I don't want sequels to older movies, but if they're good, then okay, I'm for it. But there's got to be a reason for it rather than nostalgia or we can't have anything original. Just don't make it like the first movie again. I don't know. I just thought it was a weird thing. Like the Goonies in 2025, 2026. What the fuck? The Goonies sequel? I mean, if it hadn't gotten a sequel already, what the fuck? Why now, of all things? Is it because Ke Huy Quan is so big again? And don't get me wrong, he's fantastic. I loved him in Everything Everywhere All at Once. He's a gem. And he was such a cute kid in Temple of Doom. But I don't think if it was him, I don't think it, if he didn't blow up, I don't think this thing would have ever gone off the ground and, not just gone past talks. It's a weird thing to hear that the Goonies is getting a sequel. It was also a weird thing to hear that Top Gun was getting a sequel, but Top Gun Maverick was fantastic. Truly a incredible theater experience. So hopefully the same thing can happen with the Goonies sequel. I don't remember what it's called. Okay. What else? Getting back into watching The Sopranos. So every time I've started The Sopranos, I stop around season 3 for some reason, just because like life gets in the way, or I just stop, I get busy, whatever, and it always pissed me off. So I decided just to start off where I left off in season 3. One of the last episodes I remember was I think it was called Mr. Rogerio's Neighborhood, the one where the FBI and all the police break into Tony's house to plant bugs and stuff, and wires and microphones and shit. That was one of the last episodes I truly remember watching on like my third rewatch of the show. And I really liked that episode. People find it boring, especially since they don't come back to that plot point as often as they should. But I started watching it from there. Then I'm in season 4 right now. Steve Buscemi's character is about to come in, or I think I'm in season 5. Wherever I'm at, damn, I'm loving The Sopranos. It's incredible. It's kind of all I wanted to say. Now I'm getting back into watching The Sopranos, and it's been a few months since I last watched an episode. But I think a break is good every now and then in between watching a show. Especially a show with an hour-long episode all the time. And you have to pay attention because there's a lot of names thrown around and a lot of events happening. But I'm still really loving The Sopranos. It's great. There's not an episode I didn't like. I'm having fun with all the jokes and Tony being pissed off at everyone and everything. A lot of great character moments. So many funny moments too. Paulie and Christopher, their banter. The episode where they're in the snow it's legendary. It's funny as hell. And when they're eating the ketchup packets, oh my, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. But I'm having fun with Sopranos. It's a really damn good show. Really excellent. I need to find physical copies of it right away when I'm done with this, just so I can have it forever. Okay, done with that. All right, let's talk about some books that I've read. I've read Jurassic Park. Then I was about a quarter of the way through The Lost World, I think. Then I stopped because I got boring. And then I read Ready Player 2. So let's talk about Jurassic Park. The movie, of course, is fantastic. Only made a few years after the book's release. But Jurassic Park is an incredible book. I really dug it. there's so much detail and so much explanation for all the science that went into the dinosaur stuff. That, and it's actually terrifying. All the stuff with the dinosaurs eating babies, and the way they kill the humans, especially the raptors, people getting chased down by the T Rexes, Hammond being a dick. It's actually a really damn good book. I'd love to read it again. Um, had a damn good time, and I was reading it like almost every day at work because I really wanted to finish it. It was so compelling. I really liked all of the characters, and Ian Malcolm was actually supposed to die in the book, but I guess they revived him for the sequel in the Lost World book. And the Lost World book is, I was enjoying it, but there's something about it that just wasn't as gripping as the first Jurassic Park book. And I'm gonna get back to it eventually. I've just been kind of like, it's fun, it's okay. There's nothing compelling about it. There's nothing that caught my attention as much as the first Jurassic Park did. That first Jurassic Park is very gruesome, very bloody, detailed, doesn't hold back in killing characters left and right. But there's something about Jurassic World, or the Lost World, that just I'm not gripped by it. I read Ready Player 2. So Ready Player 1 came out back in like 2012 or 2015 or something. I want to say 2012, the book. People loved it. And then when it got turned into a movie, I finished the book like the night that I watched the movie. I finished it like right before I watched the movie. I loved both of them. They're both great pieces of their own. People like the book better, people like the movie better, but they're separate beasts. And it's funny because wrote the author helped write the movie, so he was able to really make both of those things different. So then I read it. If you don't know, it's about the world's fucked up in the future, so people play with these virtual reality headsets in this game called the Oasis, where you could do anything you want. And so the creator of it dies, and he leaves behind this Easter egg challenge. If you complete these challenges, find these three keys, yada yada, find the golden Easter egg, you get control of the game, and you get all this money, you get control of the game, you can do whatever you want. In Ready Player 2, it continues on from the story of the main character and his friends taking over the company, having all this money, and trying to do better for the world. And also, there's this thing called the ONI in there where it lets you actually feel the things in the game. Not just like you can feel punches, you can actually like feel like wind, blades of grass. You can feel how they feel. You can taste how things taste. You can smell how things smell via like the stuff it does to your brain with this new headset on or whatever. And some people are against it, some people are for it, but the creator's AI in the game, the creator of the game, his AI is in the game, and he is threatening to hold everyone hostage using those ONI headsets unless they do this task for him. So what I liked about Ready Player 2 was that there was stakes at first. Like, oh shit, a lot of people could die, and it would be our fault. So we have this like 12 hours to complete this task, or else everyone's gonna die basically. So I like that there were stakes to that. What I didn't like, that it felt more so like media rather than video games. Because there's a section where you have to fight Prince, like a bunch of variations of Prince, and there's a segment where they have to go through a bunch of John Hughes movies, I think. And what I liked so much about the first book was that it felt more so about video game stuff. But I mean, that's not to say I didn't enjoy that stuff here too. I think it's just because it took so long. I didn't like the pacing in this book. I like everything I like the pacing up until when Anorak, I think his name is, the creator's AI, James Halliday's AI. I do like the pacing up to that point. It's once they do the challenge, it's when the pacing really drags, because for like multiple chapters, we're forced to endure these characters going through one quest at a time, and it takes forever, not just to figure out the clue, but to get there and to do the task. It just takes forever. So the pacing really bogged parts of the book down for me, because I swear it takes like fucking 3, 4, 5 chapters to learn about the prince stuff, go to the prince world, gather all the things to fight prince, and then like get a crew to help fight Prince, and all of his variations, and then get the shard or whatever. Um, yeah, so the pacing bogged it down for me. I thought the ending could have been a little better too. It seemed a little. I mean, there's definitely a lot to think about with that ending, especially with like AI stuff. There's definitely a lot to think about, but that isn't to say that I disliked the book. I actually liked the book. I enjoyed my read. I was interested in it the whole way through, and I especially liked how there was a bunch of stakes. But the ending felt off because it felt a lot more action oriented in the real world, and I don't know. A lot of people say that, oh, he made it this way because he was contracted to write the second book so it could be turned into a movie. Spielberg's not set to direct Ready Player 2. I don't know who is. Let me look that up real quick. Because he did Ready Player 1. And I liked it. I just wish different things were. I just wish things were done differently in there. Like, oh no, in the Ready Player One movie, oh no, I'm ugly. So, I'm not as pretty as I am in my avatar world. She just has like a red birthmark over her eye. Like she's pretty alone. But like what the fuck? It's, I look like a supermodel, but because I have this red birthmark over my eye, I'm ugly. You're not gonna like me in the real world. Come on, you can do better than that. But I did like the book. I enjoyed it a lot, and it makes me want to go back and read Ready Player One. I need to get my own copy of it. I borrowed my buddy's copy of Ready Player One when I read it before the movie. Uh, what else am I reading? I started reading Michael J. Fox book. I think this is his third book that he wrote. It's about him like coming to terms with him having Parkinson's, and he's talking about a lot of experiences with it, and a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't know he was an alcoholic, and he's talking about all of the roles he played on TV, and how certain people came up to him like, "Hey, do you want to play this role? Do you want to play that role? Do you want to like him dealing with Parkinson's while being an actor, and then going on tours or going on trips to make a documentary and stuff. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's called No Time Like the Future. I think that's the name of the book. No Time Like the Future. Shit. Gotta treat the Oscar winner better. No Time Like the yeah. No, I'm reading No Time Like the Future by Michael J. Fox. I'm really enjoying it. I stopped reading it for a while just because I had other shit to work on every now and then, and I did a lot of my reading at work, and I did some on the plane ride. I did some on the plane ride, going to Hawaii and back. But it's a really good book. I'm really enjoying it. I like Michael J. Fox a lot. It's very insightful, and it gives you a lot to think about mortality and coming to terms with a lot of things, especially him with Parkinson's. So I want to get back to that more so than the Lost World, the Jurassic Park book. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I'm having a good time with it. There's more books I need to read because I like to read. It's really fun. I was getting back into this book called Kindred that got turned into a Hulu series. I started reading it for one of my classes in college, women in fiction literature. We read a bunch of books written by women and talked about them and stuff, wrote papers about them and stuff. And Kindred was one of the books that I didn't finish. It was very interesting though. It's about this girl who accidentally travels back in time, not by her own doing, to times when people were slaves. So she has to, like every time she's gone, she's gone for a few more seconds or a few more minutes or whatever, and it feels like days or weeks to her, whatever. And so she has to figure out why she keeps going back to the past. So she has to live as, I think she lives as a slave. I have to either, yeah, I think she lives as a slave for a bit because I just started reading it again, and I forgot a lot about it. But so I'm reading Kindred and No Time Like the Future. Both good books. Kindred is very interesting. Okay, so those are the books that I read or am reading and or read. I want to talk about some games that I've been playing. For Christmas, we did this thing called Elfster or whatever, where you play Secret Santa basically, and you're like, hey, throw whatever gifts you want up there. And I didn't know what to throw up there, so I threw up some Kangos and whatever, and then I threw up Tears of the Kingdom, the new Legend of Zelda game that came out back in 2023, and that's what I ended up getting. And I played that not when I opened it, I played it like non-stop. I had a damn good time with it. Really cool. It's basically Breath of the Wild, but more shit to do, and a more expansive story, but it feels lame just because of all the same events that happen in the game. So what's up with Tears of the Kingdom is Link and Zelda go down in the caves and shit to see what's going on, why this gloom is happening, like why is this red shit spilling up into the surface. Then Zelda fucking like dies. Link almost dies, but his arm gets replaced with some fucking the arm of some goat thing who was the first king of Hyrule in the past or whatever. Then he goes to the sky because Hyrule's lifted up in the air. Then he has to fucking learn how to use his magical arm. Then he gets to the surface and everyone's like, oh my god, where's Princess Zelda? So he has to find Zelda basically. Then you have to go to 4 areas and you go to the 4 sages or whatever, and they go, hey, I saw Princess Zelda. What is she doing? And it's the same thing over and over again in those 4 areas. You go, you fight a mini boss Zelda thing, whatever. Then you do the quest, the dungeon, whatever. Then you fight some big boss, and then it ends with the same cutscene over and over again. And the sage is going, imprisoning war, secret stones, and then I will fight with you, Link. And then, hey, take my sage spirit thing as a token of me fighting with you or whatever. It's just the same cutscenes, and I just wish the story was told better, because it is an interesting story. But I had a damn good time playing it because it's really fun, and it's an open world Legend of Zelda game, much like Breath of the Wild. It's basically Breath of the Wild, but another game. And then there's like an underground area you get to travel to and do more shit there. I had a really good time with it, and it felt epic, especially at the end of the game where you have to fight like the dragon Ganon on the dragon Zelda. That was really fucking cool. But enough of that. Let's talk about the other games I played. I went back to play Halo Combat Evolved. I've never finished Halo Combat Evolved. I started it like so many times, but never got through it because I was bad at it and always got busy and shit. So I finally finished it on Legendary on Halo the Master Chief Collection. And damn, had a really fun time. But it was rather annoying because it has old game jank to it. It plays perfectly fine, It's just that it's a first person shooter from a different time, so it's gonna feel different. Enemies are gonna feel different, and it's on legendary, so it's hard on its own. But I really had a good time with it. I love Halo. Really cool story, fun as hell as always, and it's amazing how it holds up. Not in terms of looks, but in terms of just replayability and fun. Then I played Halo 2 on Legendary for the first time, and that was hell. That was hell. I think I took like so damn long in not playing Halo 2 Legendary. I think I made a tweet about it a while back. Hold on. So I made a tweet that said, I beat Halo Combat Evolved for the first time earlier this year or late last year. Had a lot of fun with it. I finally beat Halo 2 for the first time yesterday. So it took me like maybe, I don't know if it took me like a year or just months and months to, because I played like the first two missions, and then like once you get to Earth, then I stopped because I finally got to the Jackal snipers, and that was fucking hell. So I didn't know the war stories. I knew the war stories people told about the Jackal snipers, but I experienced it for the first time, and it was brutal. It was brutal, man. Damn. Hold on, I'm just looking at seeing if there's other tweets about Halo. I have a lot of tweets about Halo. The show, the game, whatever. So, Halo 2 campaign was very brutal and legendary. Jackal snipers everywhere. They're a bitch to deal with. And then there's that one level where you start off right away facing off against brutes with like needlers and shit, and that's not fair. Or just brutes, just a bunch of brutes in a hallway right away. So you got to find needlers to kill them and weapons and yada yada. Oh god, it was brutal. That mission sucked. It was getting frustrating at times. I of course I had fun, but it took me like 4 hours to beat certain missions. I think it took me 6 hours to beat Gravemind. That was disgusting, but I had a good time with it. Um, the story was strange though when I look back on it. Not strange, but what am I trying to say? It just didn't feel super impactful. Like it's still a good story, but it didn't feel as strong as it could have been, I guess. Maybe it's because I haven't played it in a while, but I still really like it. I still love it actually. But do I want to do that again? Maybe. But my girlfriend's sister's fiance, I'll just call him my brother-in-law at this point. Will it be my brother? Yeah, I'll just call him my brother-in-law at this point. Um, he said we got to get together and play Halo 3 campaign because you have to play it with two players because one person will be Master Chief, the other person will be Arbiter. So we're waiting for a time to do that because that'll be really cool. Okay. I guess we can talk about the NFL right now. Let's discuss. Well, first let's talk about the videos that I've been making. Since I haven't been doing anything else, let's talk about my weekly NFL predictions videos that I've been having fun doing. So I thought it'd be fun to do weekly prediction videos where I talk about what my picks are gonna be for every week, and then the next video I'll do a quick recap of my picks and then do predictions again. That's been keeping me engaged with football a little more. And I'm surprised because my latest video has 70 views as of now. The most views that I've gotten on a video in quite a while. Haven't gotten that many views since my Acolyte review. And yeah, that's been cool. What do I want to talk about? Nah, I didn't want to talk about that. So that's been cool. What hasn't been cool is watching the Raiders and the Saints be ass. Yeah, that hasn't been fun. The Raiders are a mess right now. They just fired their offensive coordinator and they're going into a bye week. So hopefully that brings some life to that offense because that offense was putrid. Antonio Pierce was our defensive coordinator, became our head coach after Josh McDaniels got fired last season. Thank God. Thank you for that, by the way. Because Josh McDaniels was an awful head coach. He destroyed the Raiders. Mark Davis destroyed the Raiders. Drove Derek Carr out of town. Went to the Saints. Had a 9-8 season. Then they started off 2-0. The Saints did. They looked incredible, but they beat up the Panthers and the Cowboys. And then they lost 7 in a row. 7. That's bad. And with this loss to the Panthers, that shouldn't have happened. Derek Carr has lost to 31 NFL teams. No other quarterback has done that before. And I kind of want him to beat the Raiders because I am a big Derek Carr supporter. I will support that man no matter what. Yeah, that really sucks. I had to change the battery on the camera because uh I think I've been doing this for an hour at this point. Yeah, so I guess that camera only has a battery life of an hour, I suppose. So I bought these batteries a while back. And I have a few on backup in case I keep talking forever. So yeah, the NFL. It's been a season. The Chiefs are undefeated off of bullshit after bullshit. The Lions are the only other team with one loss, and they look incredible. So we're all rooting for the Lions. And hey, stop focusing. No, stop. It's focusing on the Torchic. If I look like shit, I'm gonna be pissed. Like if I'm not in focus, okay, there we go. Yeah, because if I'm not in focus, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's say the camera loves you, buddy. I got that on my birthday a few years ago. I'm still happy about it. I see it every day I walk into my house. Oh, yeah. So football's been fun to watch, I guess, lately. Not for the Raiders or Saints, especially the Raiders because they're dog water. They have like one good drive to start off the game, then they stall out until the very end. The defense does their best, but they can only do so much for so long without the offense scoring. So yeah, that sucks. I guess that's all I wanted to say about the Raiders. Um, let's talk about that. That is my Kiki's Delivery Service poster that I got last fucking year. It took me an entire year to put this up. I've had this up for a few months. Yeah, if you've seen it in my videos, you'll know that it's there. I feel Kiki. Kiki's Delivery Service is my favorite Ghibli movie, by the way. I love it. I love it. It's just so charming and cute and fun. And it has a lot to do about motivation, growing up, figuring out what you want to do in life, burnout, passion. It has all that stuff in there. And looking at her face, I definitely feel that right now. I feel that Kiki. But yeah, I like having that poster there. I have a few big posters in my house. I have the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood poster on my door. I have the Bee and Puppy Cat poster right there next to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild poster. Then I have a My Neighbor Totoro poster over there. It's really cool. I really like it. Uh, oh, let's talk about that. The Boy and the Heron 4K Blu-ray Steelbook. Found it at Walmart. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to get it because what an incredible experience that was. I watched it twice, and the animation is stunning. The story, eh. Maybe it'll be better in the Japanese sub. But until then, good movie. It won Best Animated Feature this past Oscar year. Um, yeah, I thought Spider-Verse was going to win, but I'm happy that won because it's an animated film. Come on. It's a 2D animated film. It's the only second film. It's only the second film to do so. Bunch of 2D animated films have been nominated, but only two have won. Both directed by Hayao Miyazaki. And that was his supposed last film. But he's going to come back. God knows if that's going to be writing or directing. We'll see. I don't have a whole lot more to say, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in my screenshots and look at all of the questions that I compiled when I was saying I'm going to do a Slice podcast a while back and never did because I'm a lazy asshole. So, let me find some old questions. It's going to take a while because it's just going to take a while, don't worry. I screenshotted them. I asked people. Okay. From my brother. Favorite baseball memory? I'm not sure. I'm going to say 2015 for my birthday when my mom and dad surprised me with tickets for my birthday and say, "Hey, we're going to go see the A's game in Oakland. Dodgers are coming into town." And we beat the Dodgers. I think it was an extra innings on a walk-off. Let me check real quick. Athletics, August 18, 2015. I want to say it was extra innings. A's won 5-4. Was it extra innings? Yes, it was. A's walked off in the 10th. Maybe that game, just because it was my birthday. It was a surprise. We beat the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw couldn't ground a ball. He got pissed off, so he threw it at the ground or at the dugout. One of those two. It was just really funny to see. And I had a good time. One of my last moments at the Coliseum, and the A's aren't going to be there anymore. That sucks because John Fisher is a terrible owner, and he's chasing the money in Vegas. And I watched the last game in Oakland on my laptop at work. And it was a sad experience. And me and my family were texting the group chat like, "Hey, let's talk about all of our favorite memories there." It sucked because that sucks. I'm gonna miss that Coliseum. Wasn't the best Coliseum by a long shot, but it was our Coliseum. If they just made some renovations, they had 5 years without the Raiders being there. They had 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2020. They had 5 years without the Raiders being at the stadium. They had 5 years to make renovations, but they didn't because John Fisher's an asshole. Fuck you, John Fisher. I'm pissed off. I shouldn't be as pissed off as I am about this. I shouldn't be pissed off, but I am. Anyways, another question. My buddy Alex, I went to go see one of his shows the other day. Really talented musician. Really cool guy. I worked with him on the TV show a while back. Just a really cool dude. I love that guy. He asked, any new features you're excited for? I didn't get to see a whole lot of movies this year. Money stuff and then time stuff. But the movies I did get to see that I really wanted to see were definitely Transformers 1 and The Wild Robot. I did a review on those. I want to see Heretic because I heard it's pretty good. Everyone's talking about it with Hugh Grant. The Substance, new horror film people are definitely talking about. Let's see. I want to check out Smile 2 for the fact that it looks more interesting. It at least looks a little more interesting than Smile 1, even though I don't like Smile 1 at all. I found it more laughable than a good movie, but hopefully the director learned from his mistakes, and Naomi Scott is in there. Naomi Scott, yeah. And I like her as an actress. She was the Pink Ranger, Kimberly, and the Transformers Power Rangers 2017 reboot film. And Princess Jasmine, and Oh, I've not seen her in anything else. But I did like her in that Power Rangers movie. Like, she did a really good job in that movie. Anything else from this year? There's that Florence Pugh Andrew Garfield film, We Live in Time, that my girlfriend wants to watch, and I want to watch too because Andrew Garfield's a good actor and Florence Pugh is a really damn good actress. Um, what else? Joker Folie à Deux. Folie à Deux. I wanted to watch that. Never got a chance to. It's a bomb. It barely passed 200 million worldwide, and its budget was 200 million. Probably because Lady Gaga and a bunch of songs, whatever, and I guess the production makes it looks like a better film, like in terms of cinematography wise, from what I've heard. But a lot of people are hating it and thinking it's like one of the worst movies ever, and they're saying like Todd Phillips made a movie just to spite fans of the first movie or something. I want to check that out, just because everyone's like, "Oh, it's bad. You hate us. Oh, it's a shit movie. One of the worst movies." So I'm intrigued, at least. But I'm just gonna wait for it to hit Max, I guess. I feel bad not having seen it in a theater, but what are you gonna do? Um, I'm really not thinking about a whole lot of 2024 films that I want to check out in the rest of the year. Any movies that I didn't see when they were out? I guess A Different Man. I really wanted to watch A Different Man. Never got to see that. I feel bad. Looked really interesting. I'd heard nothing but good things about it. Alien Romulus. I wanted to check that out because it looked really intriguing, and I've only ever seen Alien, and I think Alien's fantastic. Everyone thinks Alien is fantastic, but I've only ever seen Alien. I really want to check that out. Uh, I don't want to watch Moana 2 because like I like Moana. I'm just not in love with it like everyone else is, but I mean, I'll check it out, I guess. We'll see. I'm just looking up movies that are coming out later on. Ah, come on, what else is there? There's that movie Here, directed by Robert Zemeckis with Tom Hanks. I guess the gimmick is that the camera is like in place for like the whole movie. I think. Uh, Maybe. I don't know. The Donald Trump movie, The Apprentice. Maybe I heard Sebastian Stan's good in it. Piece by Piece, the Pharrell Lego movie. I was like, oh, I want to see that. That seems kind of cool. What the hell else is there? I'm not gonna see Venom. That looks stupid. I already read the spoilers for it. I don't care. That's how little I cared about that. What the hell? I'm not seeing anything else that I want to watch. Red One. Who wants to watch Red One? Oh my God! I'm the Rock. We gotta save Santa Claus. The Gladiator 2. It's been years since I've seen Gladiator. Like I haven't seen it since I was like five, maybe. I was a little kid, so I don't remember much about it. But I'm excited for that. We'll see. My girlfriend wants to see Wicked. I'll see Wicked with her. Um, I'm hoping it'll be fun. Da, 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 da. Ooh, Queer, directed by Luca Guadagnino, the director of Challengers, which I really liked this year. Uh, I just saw the trailer for that last week. Looks really damn good. Miniatures, and in the trailer, there's this effect of characters talking to each other, but one of the shots is faded. It's like cross faded with another take of that shot with the character like wanting to touch the other character's face or do an action with his hand, signifying like something he wants to do. So it's like the character standing, like sitting there, but it's spliced with another shot where his arm is like translucent, wanting to touch the other character's face. That's genius. That's oh shit. I guess it's based off of a book, and I'll see it. Luca Guadagnino, he's killing it right now. Uh, I heard about Y2K. That seemed interesting. Maybe I'll check that out. Oh my God, Kraven the Hunter. It might be the last Sony Spider-Man movie in their stupid universe that's totally working out for them. Oh my God, how could I forget? How could I forget? Well, at least these two movies. I'll talk about the one I'm less excited about, but still am. Nosferatu, directed by Robert Eggers. Coming out on Christmas Day for some reason. I'm hoping that doesn't fuck up the box office for that. But I'll see anything Robert Eggers. The Lighthouse was incredible, and The Northman was awesome. I still have yet to see The Witch, but I heard it's really good. But I don't think there's a movie I'm more excited about, like for the rest of the year, than Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I know it's stupid. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but dude, come on. The trailer, then that first trailer dropped. Actually, since the end credits scene from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 showing Shadow the Hedgehog, everyone was excited. And there were rumors that Hayden Christensen was going to be Shadow. Then it turned out to be Keanu Reeves. And he sounds great in the role. And it looks like there's going to be action and death and fun. And these Sonic movies have been great. Like, I loved the first Sonic and the second Sonic especially. They're both really fun movies. Sonic 2 is more fun than the first. Sonic 1's like basic in terms of structure, but Sonic 2 ups the ante and it's really, really, really more fun with the introduction of Tails and Knuckles. And Jim Carrey's coming back. He said he was gonna retire. He said I don't have anything else to give unless there's like a golden script in front of me. And he's coming back for Sonic 3. That's awesome, man. Damn. And Jim Carrey's like the best part of these movies as Dr. Eggman. He's great. Oh my god. Oh, I have a stupid face right now because I'm so excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm so excited. It's coming out on the 20th. And it's going to compete with Mufasa the Lion King. Let's hope that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 beats out Mufasa. So yeah, that was a long question that I had to answer. Not had, but was answering about movies I'm excited for. All right, let's see what else. Other questions that was asked. Oh yeah, my buddy Devin, he typed, if there was a movie about a criminal breakdancing robot who can't stop Robo Boogie. So I had to text him like, dude, what the fuck did you try to say? What the fuck, man? He basically just meant, hey, what would you think if about a movie about a criminal breakdancing robot who can't stop doing a Robo Boogie? I'm like, oh, I don't know. God, I hate him. He's so stupid. Love you, man. A movie about a criminal breakdancing robot who can't stop robo boogieing. I mean, that'll be funny if he has to dance to get out of getting caught. And it seems kind of fun. Stupid question. Ask Devin, ask a better question next time. Dummy. What other questions do I see here? Let's see. Friend from middle school, Gerardo, will you be watching Interstellar when it releases in IMAX this year? Yes, because I've never seen Interstellar. I know what happens in it, kind of. But again, with like Avatar and movies that I haven't seen, I think I've been waiting for like the perfect opportunity to watch them. I didn't see Casablanca for the longest time. Me and my dad were starting to watch it like years ago. But something happened and we just stopped watching it. We bought it on DVD because we saw it at Safeway. We're like, holy shit, Casablanca. There was this joke in Modern Family where Mitch and Cam met at charades and they had Casablanca as the word. And Cam didn't know what to do, so he just did this. For Casablanca. So, Casablanca. I don't know. We started watching it. And then I just never watched it until I saw it had its 4K release last year, and I'm like, holy shit, I need to go see this. Avatar, didn't watch it until it was re-released in theaters for 4K 3D. Interstellar, I think it's one of those movies where I need to watch in like the perfect setting it was meant to be watched in. So once it releases in the IMAX again, and I think it's gonna be released in 70 millimeter IMAX too, I need to definitely check that out because wow, it looks stunning. Christopher Nolan makes beautiful looking films. Another one. Question for my brother: endless ribeyes for life or endless pork ribs? That's tough. Pork ribs, fantastic. Anyway, you cut them. Ribeyes, ooh, ribeyes are a delicacy, especially when you get the fat on the end and eat the fat last. I eat the fat last, like chicken skin. You eat the chicken skin last when you eat chicken, and I eat the fat last on my steaks. I'm gonna say endless ribeyes for life solely because I love beef fat, especially the fat on a steak. Although I love ribs. Ribs are like my favorite food, along with pizza. Buddy of mine, JT, gasoline flavored vape. I'd vape that. Also, mainly because when I was a kid, I liked smelling gasoline at gas stations for some reason. Reminded me of like smelling Sharpies or paint or whatever. Now I can't stand it. Maybe it's because I don't like the smell of cars, like exhaust from cars, or whatever. We had this joke where we just say like the most disgusting thing to vape. I'd be like, cream cheese flavored vape. I'd vape that, and then he'd say something equally disgusting back to me, like I don't know, shrimp flavored vape. I'd vape that. Just stupid shit. We just say disgusting things back and forth to each other. Like, would you this flavored vape? I'd vape that. That's basically it. But it's funnier if I have good examples for it. So sorry that I don't have good examples for that. Cottage cheese flavored vape? I'd vape that. I know I have more questions here somewhere. Huh. I guess I don't. I guess that's all the questions I have for the Slice Podcast, episode 24. I still don't know what I'm calling this episode. Okay, I guess that's it. So, let's call it a night here, folks. I'm recording this at night at my house. Hopefully I'll have it out by the date, the 8th of Friday. Or hopefully I'll just have it out on Saturday, maybe Sunday. We'll see. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I miss sitting in front of a camera. I guess I just haven't felt like I had much to talk about lately. But this was definitely fun. We had a lot of catching up to do with what was going on in my life. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So tell me what you thought about this episode of the Slice Podcast. I'm still not sure what to call it yet. Tell me what you thought about the comments below. Share with a friend. Leave a like. All that fun jazz. Yada yada. I'll be back with more enjoyable content like this. Yeah. Bye.